I just got married. I did it. Thanks so much, person. I'm regretting that after Eric's set, but it's true. I did it. We're in couples therapy. It's a real thing. I tell everybody we're in couples therapy because people get really weird, like you just did. It's because you guys don't know what couples therapy is. It's my favorite thing. Couples therapy is just adult tattletale. Just like all month long, I'm like, I'm gonna tell Lori, and he's like, no, seriously, don't. Like that's that's all it is. I recommend it to all. Everyone asks me if it's different being married now. They're like, is that different? Is that different? Nothing's different when you get married. I think it gets different when you move in together, right? Like that's when shit goes down, right? She hates you. She's like, that's when, I just didn't know that living with a man, I didn't know living with a man was gonna be me 90% of the time just like telling him where his things were. I didn't know that was gonna be my job forever. Because men don't look, right? They just ask. They're just like, they wake up and they're like, where's my wallet? I'm like, good morning. What are you... How are you okay without me? The thing is, you can give a man exact coordinates to where his shit is, and 100% of the time he will come back and be like, it's not there. I don't know. I checked. Do you want to bet? You want to bet? You know, I don't want to bet. You guys always want to bet. Just be an adult and find your shit. Then we have to go find your shit together as a team. Like this weird recon mission for your like baseball glove. I'm like, the worst is when I'm wrong too, and I'm never wrong by a lot, okay? It's just enough for him to be a douchebag about it. Like it's just enough for him to be like, you said it was on the second shelf, and it's on the first shelf. Just use your eyeballs, just a quick up and down. There's your shit.
I fucked up pretty bad earlier this week. I attempted to buy myself a membership at a gym for children. Here's what happened. I woke up Monday morning, I was looking in the mirror, and I was like, man, I gotta do something to sort of, tame this rapidly decaying former athlete physique. I gotta go find a gym, and I found this gym by my house. It's called the Little Gym. And I did not know it was a gym for children at the time. Now that I know, super well named. Like they hit the nail on the head with that one. But at the time I was like, oh, that's a really cute name for a normal adult gym. And I was like, oh, maybe it's like a minimalist gym. Maybe it's like a mom and pop shop of gyms, And so I called the Little Gym. And I was like, hey, what's like your membership fees? And they were like, it's $40 a year. Holy shit. I was like, $40 a year? That's amazing. And she was like, yeah, but you pay for classes. And I was like, well, do you have to be in classes? Or is there sort of like a free workout kind of thing? Which is when she said, well, how old's your child? And I thought that was a really weird question. So I said, oh, don't worry, I don't have a child. And looking back, that's exactly what she was worried about. So then there was like a super, super long silence, like a real child molesty silence, And then I realized what was happening. I went, oh. And she said, that's okay. And then I tried to make a joke, and I said, well, I'm a kid at heart. Maybe I'll pop in sometime. No laugh. She did not like that at all. And then I said something way worse, which is, okay, I'll talk to you soon. And she hung up on me. Now, In my defense, I did not realize it was a gym for children because I did not realize that children needed gyms, you know? Like, I thought one of the nice things about being a child was not needing abs. I thought we were doing that. So the short of the story is I'm not a pedophile, but I do have to go door to door and tell my neighbors that I'm an idiot. So, all right, thank you guys. You've been great.
You guys seem cool. I feel like I can talk about abortion and no one will get upset. You got abortion in Australia? He didn't say that one was debatable. I don't get it. I don't get why it's a debate. I feel like abortion should just be legal and who gives a shit? You know, like if you're a woman, that'd be fucking crazy if I got to have any say with the decisions you made with your body. Thank you. It'd be fucked up because you can see the decisions I've made with my body. I also don't like it when people are like, oh, you can't get an abortion, that's like killing a baby. What's the big deal about killing a baby? Baby's got no best friends, or plans, or a job it wants, or a fucking family. Wah! That's all it does. What do you think that is? That's I want to die. Wah! That's all it is. Wah! Wah! I remember dick till I was 5. That's the age. Can't kill a 5-year-old. Anything else? Fair game. When I was 5, I loved Grover. That's a human being. And if you're like comfortable about this, if you're religious and you're like, I don't want to hear about that, I'm religious. I'm not picking a fight with it. I think religion's fine. This is just one specific thing I don't like, but overall I think religion's great. I think it's a lot like Forrest Gump though. It's a little retarded, but it helps a lot of people.
Yeah, I do stutter. I go to speech therapy and regular therapy because I want my problems to sound good. And they're so different though. Those two therapies. Like in speech therapy, they only care about the way you say things, not the things you say. And then make you say some pretty ridiculous things. They give you little alliteration anecdotes on note cards, things that you don't say in real life. For example, it'll be like, my mother milks my mushy marbles. And then you say it, and they're like, that sounded good. Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? They don't care, man. In speech therapy, it's celebrated. They're like, Drew, that was amazing. Anytime you get stuck, you remember that exercise? Right? So a few days later, as I was going about my day, I was having a tough time saying a thing, but remembering my exercise. I was like, my mother milks my mushy mother. But I was in regular therapy. Didn't quite get the same reaction. My therapist was like, what was that? I was like, sorry, that helps me out. He was like, your mother milking your marbles helps you out. I was like, oh, no. No, my mushy marbles. You know, Daddy does downward dog and dresses in drag. He's like, is that another one of your exercises? I was like, nope. We're back to talking, so. I think speech has helped a lot. My stutter used to be a lot worse. Like before I could finish a sentence, people would leave. They would walk away right in the middle of me asking them if they had accepted Jesus into their heart. But I decided to do stand up and make jokes about it. But I think now because I do that, people think it's people think it's fake because of what I do. You know, it's only because I do stand up that people will think that it's not real. You know, like if I was a professional bull rider. I don't think you'd give a shit. I don't think he'd be like, he's cheating, he's trying to talk to the bull for 8 seconds. It doesn't work like that. No. It's only, location is everything, baby. It's just cause I'm on stage. You see someone in a wheelchair at the mall, you're like, that person's disabled. You see someone in a wheelchair at Disneyland, you're like, that bitch is cutting.
I'm Armenian. Not a lot of people know about Armenian culture. We're probably most known for the Kardashians. Yes, love them. We're known for the Kardashians. A little less known for like the genocide of over half our people. It's a little uncomfortable for me because I have a really big family, and some of my family members are Jewish. And whenever we all get together, the Armenian people get like weirdly jealous of the Jewish people because they had a genocide that was a little bit more popular than ours, which is so stupid, you know? It shouldn't be about who has like the cooler verified genocide, like the most followers. You know, it should just be about celebrating our cultures, and both cultures are really cool. Like, Jewish people have Manischewitz, we have hummus, kind of. They have the legacy of Anne Frank. Give it up for Anne Frank. She's not here right now. We have the legacy of defense attorney to O.J. Simpson, Mr. Robert Kardashian. System of a Down. They have Woody Allen. We at least do not have Woody Allen, so who wins? Just joking, it's not a competition, it's a genocide. Speaking of genocide, it's wedding season. You have the same reaction to wedding invitations as I do to sex. I'm like, oh my God, thank you, I'm totally gonna come. I'm not gonna come. And then I don't.
I used to be super religious. My family did things a little differently though. I was raised Catholic, but molested Lutheran. That's a fun joke if you're in the right mood. I'm just JKing about that, but I was never molested by a clergy, but here's a fun story about how I narrowly avoided it. Back in 2002, I was super religious. I was a youth group kid. I was an altar boy. I was so religious and Catholic that the first time I ever masturbated, the very next day my dad's best friend Chip died in a motorcycle accident. Yeah, when my dad told me, I was like, fuck, my bad, dude. Because I was all into it. I was all in. But later on that year, the bishop of our diocese got busted for molesting kids. Yeah, and that shattered my faith, and also that freaked out my parents because they knew I spent a lot of time with this dude. So they had to sit me down. They said, Joe, we heard the news about Bishop Keith. We know that you were around him a lot. We just want to make sure that you felt safe. Nothing weird ever happened. You never felt uncomfortable. And I was like, you guys can relax. You can relax. Your boy is smart. Anytime I dealt with Bishop Keith, I stood directly in front of him. Because bishops make their move on a diagonal. Safe, unsafe. Victims play checkers, I play chess. That joke won a J.D. Power and Associates Award.